In MLB The Show, a legend is any card that is not someone currently playing in the major leagues. So for today's video, I'm going to turn this into an all-legend team and then take that team into ranked seasons. I can't choose players that are currently in the MLB. They just dropped this legend, this 99 Willie Mays. He's going to be the first guy going on our team today. Our first starter will be 99 Randy Johnson, and our second starter will be his great-great-grandfather, Walter Johnson. And then I want to try Cliff Lee as our third starting pitcher. Gonna put the new Robin Roberts as my number 4 starter, and the fifth and final starter for this all-legend team will be this great race of 98 Kerry Wood. Gonna start the bullpen off, hoping for 4 righties and 4 lefties. Our first righty, the new 99 Troy Percival. My number 2 righty will be the World Series MVP, one of my favorite relievers every year, Raleigh Fingers. Then next up, I'm pretty sure he's another new 99 from that finest program, this retro finest Joe Nathan. And then I'm going to throw in here my 4th righty, the 84 consecutive save 99 Eric Gagne. My first lefty is going to be the core Billy Wagner, his prime card. I'm at parallel 4 right now with him. And I'm looking through the cards that are eligible for season 5. I'm not seeing any other legends that are lefties. So I'm going to put the retro finest Tom Hankey in the bullpen, the snapshot series of Trevor Hoffman, and then we're going to finish off our bullpen with the snapshot series of Mariano Rivera. I'm gonna be honest, I thought he was holding a corn dog this whole time. In left field, I'm gonna put the new retro finest 99 Lou Brock. In right field, we're actually gonna have Tony Gwynn making his debut. I haven't used this card yet. We're putting Big Mac Mark McGwire as my first baseman. At second base, I'm using the retro finest Jimmy Rollins. At shortstop, with him being one of the cover athletes this year, I feel like I need to go with Derek Jeter as our shortstop today. At third base, I'm gonna use the retro finest George Brett. I was gonna have it be Joe Torre, but I'm gonna put this new Joe Torre as our catcher today. And as the DH, as part of this all-legend team, Ken Griffey Jr. is the designated hitter. Now on the bench, I want to have at least one righty. I think we're gonna go Jimmy Fox, maybe as a backup catcher, also a pinch hitter. Then for a go-to left-handed pinch hitter, we're gonna use the retro finest Todd Helton, max contact and power versus righties. I want to switch hitter on the bench, one of my favorite legends every year since MLB 16, going with Eddie Murray. And then for a 99 speed guy, maybe a pinch runner off the bench, we're going with Ricky Henderson. For the lineup today, Willie Mays leading us off. Another one of the new cards, Lou Brock batting second. Same thing for Joe Torre batting third. Then we got 99 Griffey as our DH, Mark McGwire batting 5th, Tony Gwynn in the 6th spot, followed by Derek Jeter, George Brett, and Jimmy Rollins. And that makes up the all-legend team we'll be taking into ranked seasons today. We've got Randy Johnson on the mound to start for us, away team, so we get a hit first. Willie Mays is due up first, facing Shohei Ohtani. And the first at bat for Willie Mays, I thought we just had a homer. Oh, we just missed that one, inches away from 1 for 1 with a solo home run. We'll just have to get him up again. It's time for Lou Brock's first AB. Lou Brock makes out number 2, but that's 2 good swings to start this game. And then Joe Torre, oh man, just misses that one. I think we had 4 or 5 over 100-mile-an-hour swings off the bat, 2 or 3 of them being foul balls. Got to make sure we get good timing, but I like how I'm swinging the bat through 1 inning, even though we don't have anything to show for it. Let's hope Randy Johnson has a good first inning on the mound. Striking out Brian Reynolds for out number 1. Striking out Mike Trout for out number 2. And then Corey Seager makes it a perfect first inning for Randy Johnson. Ken Griffey Jr. starts our half of the second with a grounder to shortstop for out number 1. Mark McGwire grounds out to the third baseman for out number 2. And then Tony Gwynn's making his debut today. That's another pretty good swing right there. We've had some of those already here. Nothing really to show for it, but if we keep getting good swings, I think the hits and the runs should start showing up. Randy Johnson looking for his second perfect inning, but most importantly, just a scoreless inning. I think he gets here. Tony Gwynn got some speed. Yeah, there's out number 1 in the second. Striking out Ronald for out number 2. And then Cody Bellinger, I think, makes it 2 perfect innings for Randy. Yeah, George Brett gets there after 2. We both have a perfect game going. We're trying to change that here in the top of the 3rd. If we can get just 1 base runner, Willie Mays is already up for his 2nd AB. I thought that would be a base runner. Derek Jeter does it. He gets the first hit of the game. No hitter, perfect game, gone just like that. As long as I don't ground into a double play, Willie Mays is coming up here in our half of the 3rd inning. And George Brett makes it back-to-back singles. Oh, man, let's try to get the bases loaded. A grand slam opportunity for Willie Mays. My number 9 hitter coming up. It's that retro finest, Jimmy Rollins. And it's not going to be another single, but Willie Mays has 2 on, only 1 down here in his debut. Just missed a homer in his first AB. Does not want to miss one right here. Oh, he hit that 95 off the bat, but we're on top of it. And he's grounded into a double play. 0 for 2 to start in his debut now. At least we got our first couple base hits. Randy Johnson looking to keep his perfect game going. Striking out Bo Bichette to start our half of the 3rd. Randy Johnson's dealing so far. And then we strike out the next hitter, Javier Baez, 1 out away from 3 perfect innings to start this game. And Randy Johnson strikes out the side in the 3rd. That's 3 perfect innings for him so far. Lou Brock coming up to lead off our half of the 4th. He's making his debut. And so is Joe Torre, who's on deck. And that's strike 3. Good pitch. 102 right on the corner. Out number 1 here in the 4th. And then Joe Torre lines out 102 off the bat for out number 2. And Ken Griffey Jr. just rolls over that one, hanging splitter, but we couldn't hit it. 4 scoreless innings for Shohei. Randy Johnson still has a perfect game going. Let's see if he can keep it through 4. And Brian Reynolds leading off the 4th, hits it to right field. Tony Gwynn not able to get there. Perfect game, no hitter are gone. Just like that. We're trying to keep the shutout going. Mike Trout to Lou Brock. I think this one should be caught for out number 1. Let's see if he tries to run with 82 speed. No, he's just going to stay at 2nd. Corey Seager up the middle. Oh, and we were playing him so deep that now the shutout's gone. It's 1-0 just like that. And then we get... Oh, I thought he went around. No. I thought we had strike 3. It's going to be a full count now to Santander, and we get him for out number 2. And we strike out Ronald looking after 4. We're down by 1. Let's try to get Willie Mays up again, but let's just try to start cutting into that lead as soon as we can. And Mark McGwire, first pitch we see in the top of the 5th inning. The tying run is already on base. Tony Gwynn making his debut today as well. Maybe if we had some good timing, but just late on it. And it's some warning track power. Derek Jeter, please go yard. Early for the timing. And it's some more warning track power, just missing a go-ahead home run right there. And then George Brett, just late on that one. Oh, man, we got to get some good timing, I guess. Really want to score some runs, at least tie the game. We got the tying run on base to start the inning. Now there's 2 outs, and he's still sitting at 1st. And we get jammed with George Brett on our way to the bottom of the 5th inning, trying to keep it at a 1-0 deficit. Striking out Cody Bellinger to start the 5th. Randy Johnson now at 8 strikeouts for the game. Bo Bichette grounds out to Derek Jeter for out number 2. And then Javier Baez gets Willie Mays his first put out of the game. Don't tell me he's going to do it. And he just made a one-handed catch in his debut. I don't know if I've ever seen that before. Willie Mays is going to be due up 2nd here for us in the top of the 6th inning. If Jimmy Rollins gets on base, Willie Mays would represent the go-ahead run in this game. Jimmy Rollins hit it hard, 102 off the bat, and Willie Mays is coming up with 1 out, nobody on. A home run would tie it. And Willie Mays does tie the game. I don't even think that's my best swing. I think that's my worst swing with Willie Mays, but it's his first home run. Oh my goodness, man, that is a weight off my shoulders already. A successful debut in my opinion. This is not going to be the only game in this video, but if y'all have made it this far into the video, let me know that you're here by dropping a like for that Willie Mays home run to tie this game. Oh, I needed that. And then Joe Torre sends us to the bottom of the 6th inning but not before Willie Mays ties the game. That's a beautiful sight to see. Let's also see if Randy Johnson can keep it tied. And Randy Johnson gets Yasmani looking to start the bottom of the 6th for strikeout number 9. And Brian Reynolds sends it over the head of Willie Mays to give my opponent the lead. 2-1 all of a sudden. Did I get the splitter below the zone? Kinda. We definitely should be getting it more under the zone if we don't want him able to get under it for a go-ahead home run like he did just there. And then Mike Trout just misses that slider. Willie Mays is able to get there for round number 2. And besides the home run, not that bad of an inning. Really, it hasn't been too bad of a day on the mound for Randy Johnson, but we're down to our final 9 outs in this game, losing by 1. Got to try to tie it up, take the lead as soon as we can. Oh, Griffey, 99 off the bats. Hit it straight to the shortstop for out number 1 here in the 7th. But we've had a lot of good swings this game. That's really all we can ask for. And Mark McGwire, 125 power. Has some warning track power. You got to juice up, man. I know you were not juicing in that locker room before this game, or else you would have hit it out of here. You would have tied the game up. Tony Gwynn is making his debut today. He's 0 for 2, just like Willie Mays was. And he's looking to tie the game with 1 swing, just like Willie Mays did. And, oh, wow. Tony Gwynn, the tying run, is on base. He gets on base for the first time here in his debut. He's the tying run. Now a home run would give us the lead. Let's see what Derek Jeter can do. I think he had some warning track power maybe in his last at-bats. 0-1 to start facing Ohtani. And Derek Jeter misses that. I really was under that. We had the good timing that we needed. And I just moved the PCI too far below the ball. Down to my final 6 outs now. We're about 150 points away from making World Series. So we do not want to lose this first game of this video. And I need Randy Johnson to not give up any more runs. Let's try to actually get the splitter below the zone. Perfect release. And that's what I tried to do. That's what I should have done, I guess I should say. As he gets strikeout number 10, double digits on the day. That's what I wish I could have back, is that exact pitch when we gave up the go-ahead home run. Ronald up the middle with 1 out. We're looking for a double play to send us to the 8th inning. And there it is. It's fair. Okay, at least get 1. At least get 1. There we go, Mark. Wait, it could be a double play. No. 96 speed, too fast. I wasn't paying enough attention. And with Bo Bichette coming up, Javier Baez on deck, we are going to try the new perk man, Troy Percival, this new 99 Retro Finest, to hopefully send us to the 8th inning, still losing by 1. And Bo Bichette pops out to Jimmy Rollins. After 7, we're losing 2-1. Let's do our best. Top of the 8th inning coming up. Willie Mays due up 3rd to at least tie the game here in the top of the 8th inning. And George Brett, 103 off the bat. Straight to that left fielder. We're down to our final 5 outs in this game. And now Jimmy Rollins. It says rolled over, but that felt like it was hit hard. And Willie Mays is coming up, a home run to tie the game in his last AB. We're down by 1. He's representing the tying run now in this AB. 1-0 count, 2 outs here, top of the 8th inning. And Willie Mays' tying run is going to be getting on base. Hey, this has been a successful debut so far. 2 hits, including a home run. Let's see if we could drive him in, tie up this game. You know who else is making their debut today? Lou Brock, who is currently 0 for 3 in this ball game. Joe Torre on deck, followed by Ken Griffey Jr. if we could somehow get there. And Lou Brock misses that one. A little bit late, PCI right around the ball, but we're down to our final 3 outs in this game. Trying to keep it scoreless here in the bottom of the 8th inning, keeping that deficit at 2-1. As the first pitch we throw in the bottom of the 8th inning puts what would be a pretty big insurance run for my opponent on the bases to start. Yasmani Grandal striking out. That's a huge out, number 1. We're looking for maybe a double play. Brian Reynolds has that go-ahead home run here in this game. We really don't want to give him another hittable pitch. And Brian Reynolds hits his 2nd home run of the game. I hung a slider down the middle. It's now 4-1 in the bottom of the 8th. And it's just painful to see. I get that it has to do with pitch locations and stuff like that, but giving up the early home run, I think I've had maybe 4 or 5 at least home run distance but foul balls with either early or just early timing. But you know, it's a little bit of a dice roll. That's how baseball is in real life. That's how it works a little bit in MLB The Show. And I've scored 3 runs in 1 inning before. It's not like this game is over. There's no clock in baseball. My opponent has to get these final 3 outs if he wants to win this game. But I'm going to have to put up a fight in the top of the 9th inning. And we strike out Santander. Besides the homers, that 2-run homer and that solo shot, we've pitched pretty good, I felt like, in this game. But those home runs have really killed us. Down by 3, down to my final 3 outs now in this game. First game of the video, Joe Torre making his debut. He's 0 for 3 today. And make it 1 for 4. This game is not over yet. Joe Torre with a perfect warning track fly out. And now we got a full count to Ken Griffey Jr. And Griffey is going to miss that one. Good timing, and I just didn't move the PC out of the ball. I'm down to my final out in this game, down by 3 runs. And Mark McGwire is going to line out 104 off the bat to lose us this game. The only run we had, at least it was a Willie Mays solo home run. That's all for game number 1 here in this video. My opponent had 5 swings over 100 miles an hour off the bat. We had 11 for that game. I had 1 perfect, so did my opponent. My opponent had 14 good swings this game, and then I had 24, 13 of them for ounce, 1 less than the total my opponent had for that game. So it happens sometimes. That's baseball. I guess we just got a little bit unlucky for game number 1. Let's see how game number 2 could go. We are the home team, so we get a pitch first. Kerry Wood on the mound, facing Robin Roberts. I'm just hoping Willie Mays could hit some more home runs here in game number 2. Does he get here? Diamond defense. They didn't give him 99 speed, but he makes the catch. Oh my God, that is one of the best plays I've ever made. And it's happening in Willie Mays' debut. Let me just turn off the camera so we can get the best look at this. Wow. On the warning track, banging into the ground. And Willie Mays saves the perfect game. He saves the no-hitter. And then we strike out Harold Baines for out number 2. And there we go. It's a perfect first inning for Kerry Wood. Willie Mays is leading us off in the bottom of the first inning coming up. And Willie Mays hits it hard, and he gets a base hit. His 3rd hit of the day, leading off our half of the first inning. Let's try to drive him in. Let's try to take an early lead here in game number 2. And Lou Brock, a perfect to center field. And he catches it. No way, man. Lou Brock is still hitless here in his debut. I thought for sure that was going over the fence. I know it's only 106 power, but I literally can't hit it any better than that. I hit it perfectly. And it's going to be out number 1. And Joe Torre is going to fly out for out number 2. So Ken Griffey Jr., our final hope here, bottom of the first inning, following that leadoff single from Willie Mays, back-to-back flyouts. And there we go, 99 off the bat, straight to the second baseman. After 1, we're tied at 0, but at least we got our first hit out of the way, and at least it came from Willie Mays. Chipper Jones makes out number 1 here to start the second. And now we have a full count to Gary Sheffield, perfect release, and it's strike 3 for out number 2. And we strike out George Brett. 2 pretty good innings so far for Kerry Wood. Mark McGwire, Tony Gwynn, Derek Jeter do up in our half of the second. And we strike out with Big Mac to start our half of the second. Let's see if Tony Gwynn could get, I think, his 2nd base hit now here in his debut. And he does. Tony Gwynn. Oh, wait, no, it's a line out. My bad. I thought that was going to sink down, and now we got 2 outs, nobody on for Derek Jeter. And Derek Jeter with a perfect out to end our half of the second. After 2, we're tied at 0. We are striking out Jimmy Rollins to start the 3rd. And then we strike out Yasmani Grandal. And then Tim Raines flies out, and I think that might be 3 perfect innings so far for Kerry Wood. And George Brett gives us the lead to start our half of the 3rd inning. Finally, we get something going on one of these perfects. I want to see the distance on that. 427 feet, my first of the year. Hopefully first of many with this card. Jimmy Rollins coming up now with Willie Mays on deck. And Jimmy Rollins, oh, get down. I really want this to get down, and we are going to have Jimmy Rollins in scoring position for Willie Mays. I would love a 2-run home run. I just really want to get at least 1 more RBI, maybe his 3rd hit of the day, or I guess it would be his 4th hit now. He's got 2 singles and 1 homer, still a double and a triple away from the cycle in his debut. Oh, we missed that one. Jammed a little bit. I would love for this one to bail us out, but he's making a shoestring catch for out number 1 here in the 3rd. And Lou Brock, that's another good swing on top of that one though too. And with 2 outs, we've got somebody 90 feet away from scoring. Let's see if Joe Torre could get his first hit here in his debut to drive in a run to make it 2-0. And he does not. Way too early on that. And he is going to drive in 0 runs. Another warning track flyout for us. At least we got our first run of the game. We're winning 1-0 thanks to George Brett after 3 innings here. Kerry Wood looking to keep his perfect game going. And that is a crazy play to keep the perfect game alive off of Kerry Wood, the assist to the first baseman. And wow, that's a great start to the top of the 4th inning as Kerry Wood's looking to keep this perfect game alive. And there's a strikeout for out number 2. And there's another strikeout for Kerry Wood. 4 perfect innings so far. On our way to the bottom of the 4th, trying to add on to this lead now. Striking out with Griffey. I've got 6 hits with this card. 5 of those 6 are home runs. Oh, Mark McGuire. Probably. Yeah, that's hanging out way too long. That's out number 2. And Tony Gwynn finally gets his 2nd base hit of the day with 2 outs. Let's try to drive him in. Oh, Derek Jeter misses that one. Almost to the warning track. After 4, we've still got a 1-run lead. And so far, so good in the top of the 5th inning. I wasn't sure if we were going to get it there in time. We are striking out Gary Sheffield for out number 2. That's now 8 strikeouts in the game for Kerry Wood. And there we go. That is now 5 perfect innings for Kerry Wood to start this game. We got George Brett leading off here in the 5th. Willie Mays will be due up 3rd. In his last AB, George Brett gave us the lead. And he's starting off the 5th by getting on base. Let's see if Jimmy Rollins can get on base and get a pretty good scoring opportunity for the leadoff hitter today, Willie Mays. And Jimmy Rollins, I really don't want this to be a home run. And it's not a home run. Okay, so we are going to have 2 guys in scoring position for Willie Mays here. Runners on 2nd and 3rd, nobody down to start our half of the 5th inning. This will be a great opportunity for Willie Mays to get some more RBIs. And Willie Mays is going to drive in. I don't know. I'm going to send him back to, yep, 3rd or 2nd now. Oh. I really don't know what I'm doing here. I'm in a pickle. I want to go home, man. I want another RBI for Willie Mays. No, that was stupid. I should have just taken the free guy at 3rd base, kept it with 2 runners in scoring position, but at least Willie Mays got another hit. He got another RBI. Lou Brock still hitless here in his debut. Really want to change that right now. I want Lou Brock to get his first hit of the day, first hit of the video. And he is going to hit it 105 straight to the first baseman. Willie Mays now sitting on 3rd with 2 outs. Let's try to make him the 3rd run of this game. And Joe Torre gets a perfect that sneaks past the 3rd baseman. It's going to be an RBI double for Joe Torre. I'm hoping that just started a really nice 2-out rally as our lead is up to 3 and Willie Mays gets a run scored. Ken Griffey Jr. has 6 hits, 5 of them are homers. We got a hanging slurve, good timing, 125 power. Couldn't quite get it to the warning track here in Seattle. After 5, we've got a 3-run lead. Kerry Wood still has a perfect game going on the mound. And Willie Mays will get there, start in the top of the 6th with out number 1. And that's going to be out number 2 here in inning number 6. And that is 6 perfect innings for Kerry Wood on the mound. First pitch swinging here in the bottom of the 6th. Mark McGwire makes out number 1. Tony Gwynn lines out for out number 2. And Derek Jeter gets our first hit of the 6th inning, a 2-out single. If we could get a couple more guys on, Willie Mays would be right back up. And with 2 outs, we've got a full count to George Brett. That means the runner will be going with the pitch. And George Brett is just early. And George Brett chases ball 4. I should have laid off that one. Willie Mays is going to be due up second in the bottom of the 7th. And speaking of the 7th inning, Kerry Wood still has a perfect game going. 9 outs away from making it official. And now he's 8 outs away. As we strike out Joe Torre, that's strikeout number 9. And Derek Jeter's able to get there. 7 outs away from the perfect game. Matt Holliday to Tony Gwynn, and that is 7 perfect innings for Kerry Wood. Jimmy Rollins with a perfect to Chipper Jones for out number 1 here in our half of the 7th. Willie Mays 2 for 3, an RBI and a run scored in this game. Had a homer in game number 1. I would love a homer in game number 2. And Willie Mays with the perfect home run. We are going to watch his no doubt animation together. Check the distance on this one. Home run number 2 on the day for Willie Mays. Let's go ahead and see what that no doubt animation is looking like. And oh, he watches it fly. That is beautiful. A perfect solo shot for his 2nd home run of the video. Willie Mays have a debut. And meanwhile, Lou Brock still is hitless through all of his at-bats. Here in today's video, Joe Torre at least got 1 or 2 base hits. And we have now 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. And Joe Torre gets out number 3 after 7. Thanks to Willie Mays, it's now 4-0. I needed that. That felt good. That was beautiful. His 2nd home run of the day. Already had a diving play in this game too. And now Kerry Wood is 6 outs away from a perfect game. And they just set it on the scoreboard. Oh man, I really hope that's not jinxing it right there. And just like that, the perfect game, the no-hitter, both of them gone. 7 perfect innings, a great day for Kerry Wood. It's been a great day for Willie Mays right now. We're just looking for the win. We don't want to give up this lead or anything like that. A leadoff double here to start the 8th. That's going to be out number 1. I'm tempted to walk somebody to set up a double play, but if I did that and gave up a home run, we'd only be winning by 1. So with George Brett coming up, even though he's only at 70 pitches, I think I'm actually going to go to a lefty. We're going to bring in my only lefty, this core, this prime Billy Wagner. George Brett had a home run for us. It's not a home run for my opponent, but all of a sudden our shutout's gone. 81 speed, gonna score easily. But we do have 2 outs and a 3-run lead here in the top of the 8th. Oh, we jammed him. Tony Gwynn gets there for out number 3. Really a great day for Kerry Wood. I know we gave up that first run following that first hit, but Willie Mays had another homer. I already said this, but he had that diving play as well. It's just been a great debut today for Willie Mays, and overall, a really fun day with this all-legend team build. I'm really hoping y'all are enjoying the video. And maybe if you made it this far into the video, you could join the secret club down in the comment section by commenting a legend that you want to see in MLB The Show 24. I'll start first. I want to see Ted Williams brought back to MLB The Show. I miss using Ted Williams cards. There's plenty of other guys, but he's going to be my pick for the secret club for today's video. 3-2 to Ken Griffey Jr. And this card, no hits. I would love another home run number 6 for hit number 7. And we are going to ground out with Ken Griffey Jr. to start the 8th inning. Oh, missed that with Mark McGwire. We got 1 more out to work with before we go for the win in the top of the 9th inning. And Tony Gwynn misses that one. After 8, it's 4-1. Let's see if we can hold on and get the win. Yasmani to Tony Gwynn for out number 1 here in the 9th. We've got a full count to Tim Raines, and that's going to be out number 2 here in the 9th. And let's bring in the Sandman, Mariano Rivera, holding his corn dog. Let's see if he can get us the final out here in this game, facing Joe Torre. And only 1 hit allowed all game. Willie Mays with a diving catch and another home run, 2 on the day. I really hope you all enjoyed the video. Drop a like if you did. Feel free to subscribe. We got daily uploads on the channel. And I'll see you either in one of these on screen, another in the channel, or in tomorrow's daily upload. Thank you as always for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day, a great weekend. Peace out.